Canon in D. So far we've been working with those notes and even those chords: B minor, F sharp minor, G, D, G, and A. And we're often talking about them like it's your 1 major chord and your 5 chord is your A, your relative minor, which is your 6 minor chord, your 3 minor chord, your 4 and your 1, your 4 and your 5, and been walking down on the landscape of the key of D with 2 sharps. One is F sharp and one is C sharp. And then last week we've been doing those thirds using finger 3 and 5, 2 and 4, 3 and 1, and then 2 and 1, 2 and 4. And we've been doing our 10th. Middle note of each chord comes in the 10th position, so 3 plus 7, 10th position. And there are lots of other things you can do with this. You can mix and match ideas. First, the thing that we looked at today is doing exactly what we did before, but instead of doing it here, doing it another octave up. That sort of is only just on the video, but I'm exactly doing the same. Instead of coming down in thirds here, I'm now just coming down an octave up. I'm doing something new in my left hand. It's called your 1-5-1. So 1-5-1, still the same chords, but you play your finger 5, your finger 2, your finger 1, and you play it on the first note, the fifth note, and the first note again. Sometimes I call it your 1-5-8. We've been doing lots of this, and in other songs where we've been doing a 1-5-1, and this is just an idea. You can also play it in its all position. Or you might just do a walk down thing over that landscape. You could start instead of on D, on F sharp. You don't have to come down. You could go up also. Or repeat notes. When you get sick of it, you go to the next note. And there'll be some that you like better than others, and they might become little themes and patterns, just like we're doing with our arrangements. Today we learned a new melody. And you want to memorize that melody, and by looking at the hand patterns. I'd love to think everybody is thinking, oh yeah, that is of course a D chord, and I'm going finger 1, finger 3, finger 5, finger 4, finger 3, finger 1, 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 1. And then I would suggest that you put your hand in a new position. Here's your new position. It's like a B minor position. We're going 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you do 3 of those 2s, 2, 2, 2, 5. So far we have got so walk up, da 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 da. Then you put your finger 4 on F sharp. You might want to say that out loud. Finger 4 on F sharp, and you come down 4, 3, 2, where we've got our natural gap between our finger 1 and 2. We've also got a natural gap where we're playing the B minor chord with these 4 fingers. 2, 2, 2, 4. And then there's just 2 more notes. Sorry, that was 2, 5, and 2, 5. And then you just come up again. So we got 3 positions. This position, this position, and then this position. Your mathematical formula that you want to work with is 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 1. Then new position, we're going 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 of these. The last one becomes part of the D, G, E, A. And there is your pattern. Here are some more ideas for canon in D. Instead of coming, when you come down on the landscape of the key of D with those two sharps, instead of coming down 1 for 1, you could come twice as fast. And again, some will sound nicer than others. If it doesn't sound nice, go to the next note or repeat a few. You feel like doing. This was a 2 for 1, so it's a together, right, together, right, together, right, together, right. Often it is nice to start with one of the chord tones of D. So there are some ideas. You could do some U-turns or repeat notes. So you can do different things in the left hand. You could do your 1, 5, 8. Or, very nice, your 1, 2, 3, 5. Just do chords in the right hand. You could come in, if you're doing broken chords, instead of on the first note, on the third note, or if you're doing a 1, 5, 8, the second note. Or right after you've done. Gives a different rhythmic feel already. You could try all sorts of different rhythmic feels. You can take something that you're good at already, like if you're good at and lots of different ideas changing the rhythm. A really nice thing to explore is the pentatonic in D. So pentatonic, note 1, note 2, note 3, note 5, and note 6. Lastly, today we talked a little bit about where you can just go up and back, or do one of these. Up and back or down and back. Or, what I really love, a little turn. Where you go up, down and back. Over the next few weeks, you might want to work with bluesing it a bit. walking blues bass. You'll do some little syncopated rhythms, and you might do some little, what are they called? Grace notes. Also want to work with that blues scale. The nice blues scale to use is not the blues scale of D, but the blues scale of the relative minor of D. So the B, you'll see that actually has the pentatonic in it. If you go skip 1, skip 2, skip down, down, skip 1, skip 2. Can you see that is that pentatonic, D, E, F sharp, A and B, but also the F in there. So then you got who knows, some of you might even get to a bit more of a jazz feel where you work with the major 7th note. And the 7th, as long as you follow the scale chord, so only 2 sharp, C sharp and F sharp. Often you start it on the 9th note or the 11th note. Or sometimes even, yeah, the most impressive note of all, but I'm not even gonna go there yet. But it's this one. It's called the Tritone. Sometimes people call from your G, it's sort of halfway the G interval. Sometimes people call it the devil's interval. The reason it's called a tritone is because it's 3 whole tones up. Sometimes called your flat 5.